Here's a great way to get heads and legs above a crowd. It's called the candlestick. Looks like this. Da do da do da do. Hoo. Do. And then down. Don't forget to smooth the hair out. All right, so follows an exercise. Stay with me, camera. So an exercise for us followers, flyers, is to practice being stable upside down by yourself. So we'll use our leaders now that our leader has come back. So follows, first we're going to make a shape like this on the floor. So we want a triangular formation for stability. So we'll get down on the ground, put your arms down, and then we will kick up ever so slightly. Woo! And then you want to be able to hold yourself ever so briefly. And then because my shoes are slippery, they seem that they slide. So from there follows, you want to make sure that you are comfortable in that position because that's what you will be doing on top of your leader.
Now, if you're having trouble stabilizing your own body in that position, you're not going to have the confidence or the ability to actually stabilize in the air. You actually need to be able to do that.
Yes.
Remember, just like aerials, we don't guarantee that everyone can do them. We're showing you what we enjoy to do and how we do them.
Step by step.
All right, so bases. You need to not move your feet. It's a common theme here in basing. So I'm going to go down with my flyer. My flyer does the initiation of jumping, and I need to push and drive my hips underneath my body and continue to push to try to almost straighten my arms, but usually I keep them a little bit bent so that there's a little bit of leverage pointing towards my follow. And then from here, I'm just going to try to hold it and stabilize, but keep squeezing and lifting away so that my follow's upper face and body doesn't collapse onto mine. We want to be in a strong position. And to show control, you should be able to hold it as long as you need to and then come down.
All right, so what's a great way to start this?
A great way to start is to actually put both of your hands in the proper positions and just do a little jump so you get used to each other's timing.
So follows the handwork that I'm using, which was similar to the side box car from previous. Clip was this handhold. So up and around your partner. And don't knock off his mic.
All right, we ready for a little jump?
Yep.
See? Nice and easy, just so we can start to feel each other's weight. Then let's try a little bit higher.
All right, here we go.
You can see that not only am I squeezing, but as the lift happens, I start to drop my elbows so that I can actually push against my follow's hips. So I'm underneath as I push up.
So followers, something that I'm thinking about doing is being able to bring my body up as small as I possibly can, and then I'm going to extend my legs at the top. Oftentimes when I try to kick, if I kick out too early, I cut my momentum short, so that means I can maybe only get to here. And I actually want to try to get my legs so that they are straight up above me.
As a leader, I will feel that. If Joe is at a 45-degree angle up in the air and puts the legs out, I'm going to feel that leverage point. Or if Joe's legs are 90 degrees out, I'm definitely going to feel the weight of those legs, and I might not have the energy or the strength to push against that anymore. So by her staying in a tight ball, and then once she gets more vertical, then extends the leg, it makes it a lot easier.
So follows, think about it coming from your hips, that your hips are coming up and that your legs are staying tucked and my abs are pulling tight. And then once I hit my apex, or when I feel that I'm coming to an end, that's when I want to extend and hit the top the best I can.
So our next drill is going to be the follow actually staying tight. So no leg extension. Leaders, you're going to try to push the hips all the way up. Follow, stay stable.
All right. Yes. Here we go.
So that's just a little bit tight, but it's nice for me because I get to feel the timing. And follows, you understand what it means to actually stay tight and then wait for the full lift extension before you extend your legs.
Very exciting. But at some point, you finally need to get to the big one and actually kick out.
You just got to go for it. Now, this is a great time that if this is the first time you've ever done this or you've never done acrobatics before, is to have a spotter be on a mat or be on grass, some sort of soft surface. The spotter's role really is to stand behind the base. So if Joe's the flyer and her arms are up on the base, you're going to stand behind and you're going to make sure that the flyer doesn't come tumbling the other way. I can actually push the upper back of my base back upright, and I can actually push the shoulders of my flyer so to make sure that they will go back down the other way. You don't need to be over on this side because there's nothing to really catch.
Not at
Here
all.
you're in a great opportunity to get whacked.
Whacked. Flyers, if you do have a moment of uncertainty, if you are up in the air, try not to freak out, as I've spoken about in previous videos. What you want to make sure that you do is that you keep your upper body stable, because that's what's immediately connected to your leader, and then just bring your legs back down to the ground. Like, yes, you are pretty far away. However, your feet can make it back to the ground and you will be safe and sound. So remember that you do have some ability to save yourself, but you want to make sure that you keep something stable so that you don't lose your connection and then collapse on top of your leader.
Now we're going to go for a full extension from a stationary point. You ready?
Yep. And down. Woo.
Nice and easy. Now, leaders, save any foot movement only in the last resort if you feel like you're about to lose your flyer. But you should have the stability to keep your feet stationary, because you are an awesome base. The last thing we want to cover is just some dynamics of dancing to get into it. Joe and I sometimes like to do it from a tuck turn. We're going to show it. So we just go rock step, kick step, rock step. Out of this rock step, Joe jumps towards me. I go down with her, and now our hands have done the prep position.
And then we are able to go up from there. So make sure you work out your timing before you do the aerial.
So we're from the rock step, it just looks like this, a rock step down, and then we actually go into the lift. So we'll show you with some timing from the tuck turn. It goes a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a 1. Up.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Now it's hard for me to count at that moment because I'm focused on supporting my flyer. But when you have the music, just wait for that downbeat, set your flyer down, and you can continue dancing again.
Speaking of which, let's do this with some music.